Okay, looks like I am live. Sorry for a bit of a late start there, I guess. Oh, 8:01. That's not too bad. Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm Chloe, and this is Night Right. Sorry, we had a really late start on dinner, so now I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Hey, Melanie, and hey, Shadow. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Sorry, I'm all discombobulated with my computer right now, and I will have this all figured out in just a second. Oh God. I just have too much stuff going on right now. I did a show like 2 hours ago, and now everything is slightly wrong. So let me know what you guys are working on. I am continuing with my demon romance, the 5th book in this series that may be a novella, maybe a novel. I am not sure yet. I wanted it to be a novella, and the lengths are not working out. Melanie did a deep clean on her apartment. I need to do that soon. The house has been looking a little rough lately, but you know, life is as it is. So, and I've been struggling with the writing lately. And I don't know. I feel like that should mean that I'm doing more cleaning and stuff like that to procrastinate from writing, but instead I'm staring mostly at the computer thinking about writing. So Melanie is continuing on the 3rd draft of her YA dark fantasy, adding the 2 major supporting characters POVs to the manuscript. That is a challenge. I've had to do that a few times. You know what? Actually, I feel like with the Demon Romance series, I've had to do it in pretty much every book because it is like I am continuing on with characters from the previous novels. So there's always a point where I'm like, you know what? I need a little bit more of them. I'm not trying to go too heavy with it. This is just like the one reference that is coming to mind is the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. That is J.R. Ward, and she is very heavy on that. So they're romances, they're vampire. And she probably only does about half the book in the MC's perspectives. And I think that's too much or too little. Like it's too much of the other characters. So what I try to do with mine is in each part, you know, as they're going through, I don't have actual like parts in the books, but every time I hit like a new stage in the book, I do something from another character's perspective, just to have that little bit in there to show that those characters are there, and so that it's not too much. But I feel like if you go too heavy with the other characters, you lose that main character story. So Shadow is fleshing out and revising their new chapter 9. Awesome. And yes, switching tenses from 3rd to 1st is so much worse. And like switching, I've definitely taken something. I don't remember if I went from 3rd past to 1st present or vice versa, but oh God, that was bad. I do find, though, if I am switching a scene from one character's perspective to another, I do end up having a lot of problems with, like, the head hopping that, you know, I'm just not thinking about it when I switch the perspectives. And then when I do the edits, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And it's funny because, like, I'll forget what, I'll forget that I did that. And I'll just get really confused because I'm not somebody who's bad with head hopping. So, you know, I'm pretty pretty natural at avoiding that. So when I see it in my own writing, I'm like, what was I thinking? And then I remember. Let's see. And got distracted and was searching flowers used in the antagonist's death healer potion. I love doing that kind of research. The Beast was probably my least favorite of Black Dagger Brotherhood. I'm not big on Raj and I'm sorry, Rage. I have this issue also with that series. I have a few issues with that series. When I read the first book, I didn't get at first that she was taking common words and misspelling them. Deliberately, of course. But so the first time I saw Rage spelled, as you all can see from Melanie's, let me, in case anybody is on Twitch right now. So you see the spelling of Rage, Rhage. When I first saw it, I legitimately thought that it was Raj. I do have a friend named Raj, and it just was like what popped into my brain immediately. And then when we got to sadist, I literally, and it's so funny because it's the word sadist, but with the Z in front of it. And for some reason, I literally could not figure out what it was. So to this day, I call him Jadiste because ZSA is Ja. So I know what their names are supposed to be now, but like I have discussed the naming conventions in that book so many times that I can only pronounce it Jadiste. Hey, Courtney. Excuse me as I choke on my own spit. It is what it is. Yeah, so yeah, let's go ahead and get our first sprint going. We will do, I can't speak tonight. We will be doing the 5-ish minute breaks. We're already a little bit behind, but that's okay. We're just going to go casual and see how it goes. We will start with a 10-minute sprint. I'm typing 10 on the wrong computer. Again, I was rushed getting up here, and so now I have no idea what anything is. Oh, good. Shadow agrees with me. It's so weird. There's so many weird things that she does because of sticking to her spelling conventions that I have endless fun poking at it. And this is, so Jadiste is normally called Z and Raj is normally called Hollywood. And then V is vicious, which is really spelled like phonetically. I think it's Vishus. So I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our first 10-minute sprint. It is 10 after, so I'll see you guys at 20 after. And hello, Spence. Okay, that is time. Let me know how you did despite that ongoing conversation. I did get some writing done. Let me find out. Sorry, I was waiting for the Nano page to load. I don't know why I'm so devoted to the Nano page. I just feel obligated to use it. I want it to be better than it is. Okay, I got 235 words there. And I actually hit the goal that I needed for today to finish this book in the time frame that I gave it, which of course I have no idea what that is now because the Nano site is so dumb. I feel like I said mid-month though, and earlier today, I made a list of everything that I wanted to get done in January. If this takes me to mid-month, I am screwed on that list. So hopefully I get better. Today I actually I was on Twitch. So the way that I am doing sprints when I am just on Twitch is I do like a 20-minute sprint and then I do a little bit of gaming. I'm playing games that have boards right now. I'm playing World of Goo, which is an old physics game. So I play a board and then I do a sprint for 20 minutes. But during my sprint, I'm actually, there is a word for that. I'm actually, I guess, live streaming. I'm broadcasting my typing. And that way, if you read it, whatever, I don't care. But also, I feel like it's more obvious if I stop writing. Somebody has the ability to call me out. So, let's see. We're talking about the Nano page. I need to get my computer set up better. That's okay. So Shadow is also using the Nano page and is impressed with it, but it's the first year you've ever used it. It was a lot different a couple years ago, and this one's just really buggy. And the problems that we had with the old page, this did not fix any of those problems. So when we complain about it, it's because we're used to the old one. And I think it is valid what we're complaining about. But I can see where if you're new to it, it seems great. And yes, Melanie, if you go to the main page, I'm going to end up running things a little bit longer today, just because I want to show this. So if you go, let me stop screen and reshare screen and share Chrome tab. Woo. Share it. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this is, I don't know why it's giving me the login page. Let me go ahead and log in. So ignore that. Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. I said, oh no, I probably clicked the wrong button, didn't I? Okay. So this is the page. And because I'm using it right now, you can see what's going on. If you go to your projects at any time, you can announce a new project and you can go through here and you set up your goals and everything just like you do for Nano. So for what I am currently doing, it's more for just like counting the words, but I'm actually like still able to do progress. Oh, I guess this does. There you go. January 14th is when I said this is done. That was the goal, but I wanted to be done way sooner. But you see, it looks just like the regular November and Camp Nano stuff. So I do like it for that. Okay, back to the show. Flip over. There we go. Oh, geez. Okay. Let me get everything right. There we go. Okay, so that was a little bit on the way that what the site is going. Courtney had a huge breakthrough on your story. I'm so happy for you on that. I love that feeling. I love those moments where like everything suddenly locks together. That's my favorite part of planning, is getting those to work together. I too love the name Killian. It really worked for this character. The way that I have my demons set up is their names are actually like their full name. Killian is his entire name, and the first part of the name is his clan, so to speak, and then the last part of his name is his first name. So he's of the Kill clan, and his name is actually Ian. And therefore he is Killian. And I really, the name, like, not only is it just a good name in general, but it also worked out really well for this, the naming conventions that I have. And Shadow is done with looking up deadly flowers, I believe it was. So let's go ahead. It is. I would also consider that etymology in like a fun, different way. Okay, let's go ahead and get our next sprint going. We are going to go for 20 minutes this time. And it is 27 past. So it looks like we're going to go until 8:47. Good luck, everybody. Okay, time is up. Autumn has joined us. Thank you for joining, Autumn. It looks like y'all are both getting rainy weather. Are you guys? Is it the Midwest where there's rain right now? I know we're getting rain tomorrow, so I'm assuming that's where it's. Oh, Melanie, you're in Cleveland, right? Is that you? I try to keep track of everybody, but of course, it's hard. Anyways, let me know how you guys did. Let's see. I'm going to find out how I did in just a moment. This is the one. It's silly, but it's the one like big perk that I have with this site, the Nano site, is it is easy to get that count. I got 432 words. I also finished a scene, and immediately bounced to another scene that's not going how I wanted it to. But that's how it goes, right? Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good today though. I'm at almost 3,000 words for the day, right? Yeah, I'm at 2843 for the day. So maybe this is me getting my stuff back together to actually get all this work done. I keep looking at that list on my board. I've got like a second edit where I know I have to rewrite a whole bunch of stuff. I have to rewrite like 4 chapters of it because they're not working. And then another edit, and then another rough draft after this, and then another edit. I have so much stuff I need to do. It's always nice this time of year to kind of recap and see what you did accomplish. And I did accomplish a bunch of things this year, but I only got out 4 books, and I would like to be getting out more like 6 every year. I know that's a lot, but like I feel like I could do it, and I'm not doing it. So that's where I am. Shadow got 54 on their edit. Oh, and it's raining in Kentucky too. So yeah, I know it's supposed to rain here tomorrow, so I'm sure that's what y'all are getting coming in here. They only got 727 though, and that's fantastic. Shadow, I also despise snow. I'm looking forward to it a bit this year. Like I'm hoping that we get some snow this year just because I'm not working right now, or I'm not leaving the house right now. So I like looking at snow. I don't like interacting with it. So this will be like, if we get snow at all, this is a year that I would be happy to see it. Okay, so Shadow went to get eggnog at Walmart, and there was no eggnog. So I don't like eggnog, but I bring this up because, I'm pulling this on the screen to talk a little bit about this because I don't know if you guys noticed this as well or have the same feeling that I do, but I feel like everybody was far less stocked on Christmas stuff this year than usual. I tried to go out. I had this last minute craft gift idea that I wanted to do that I needed clear Christmas bulbs for, like the clear plastic ones. Or I guess clear glass would have worked if I could only find glass, but I couldn't find either. Just like the regular, round balls. So I went probably like 4 or 5 days before Christmas, and all of the craft stores and Walmart were all completely sold out. And I know that that's just not normal. Like usually that stuff lasts a little bit longer. You end up with like all those fun clearance sales. They stay pretty well stocked, and they didn't this year. And I don't know if it's because it's 2020 and everything's crazy and they were being conservative or what, but I had last minute Christmas crafting to do, and I could not. So Melanie also tried to get the gingerbread flavored coffee from Dunkin' Donuts over the weekend, and it's already gone for the year. And I think that's kind of weird too. I feel like all of this stuff normally goes through New Year. That gingerbread is really good. I'm funny about coffee. Always, I always, I always drink the same coffee at home. I have to have the exact same creamer, and that is the Aldi brand vanilla caramel creamer. So a lot of times when I'm out, I also just get caramel flavored, whatever the option is, or like a flat white. But I did have the gingerbread this year because I do like to try a couple of the seasonal ones every year, and gingerbread was good. But yeah, I agree with Shadow. I do feel like usually eggnog lasts a little bit after the holiday, and unfortunately, I don't drink it, so I don't know for definite. Um, but I feel like if anything, like I worked at a grocery store for years, and it would have at least been like clearance markdown. Yeah. So, on that depressing note of how they 1 year that we wanted Christmas to go as long as possible, they were like, no, no, Christmas has happened and there's no more Christmas. You're done. Let's go ahead and get this next sprint going. We are going to go for 20 minutes again. It is 8:53, so that is going to take us to 9:13 on the East Coast. I will see you guys then. Oh, whoops, that is totally the wrong screen. Did I just have this on the wrong screen the entire time? I did. I did. Ignore me. The timer was still there, whatever. You just got like the extreme close up of me looking dead-eyed at the computer, and that's totally fine. Let me know how you guys did. I wrote what was supposed to be like the scene that was like the beginning of the next part ended up being the most depressing little end scene of the previous part. This book is being a lot more depressing than I meant it to be. So that's something I'll probably have to work on in edits. But I did 419 words there. Amber has joined us. Thank you for joining, Amber. And Spence is back. So thank you for returning, Spence. Yeah, I was gonna talk about something when I came back, and now I have no flipping clue what it was, but that's okay. That's how I roll. Shadow got 94 words and a recipe for eggnog. Is it complicated? I feel like eggnog is really complicated, or like there's a cheat for it that makes it less complicated. I just get that feeling because I don't know anybody who makes their own eggnog. And then Melody got 530. Excuse my yawn. I'm not tired. I just yawn all day. I'm just somebody who yawns all day. I don't know. Anyways, 530 is fantastic. Yeah. Oh God, did I freeze? No, didn't freeze. Ignore that. Ignore everything that I just said. I just hit $300 in profits for this month, and that's the best I have done so far. And like, it's certainly not quit my job and pursue my writing career money, which I've already done, but baby steps, right? Yeah, so that was cool. And it was funny because like 2 days ago, I thought, oh, I'm still a little bit too far behind to hit 300, and it'd be really cool if I did, just to like have that little extra milestone. But then like I sold a bunch of books in the last couple of days, and I hit 300. So woo, money, actual money. And now I'm worried all of a sudden that like this has happened because something has gone wrong with my Amazon or my Facebook ad. So I'm gonna pop over there really quick and make sure. I just changed my Facebook ads. And now like the thing with Facebook ads is sometimes they decide for themselves how much money they're going to spend. So I have this thing set so that overall it's going to be $5 because I'm cheap and I'm poor. But now I'm like, oh God, is it spending like 20 or something? No, I can't find that number. But oh my God, why can I not find that? Oh my God. Anyways, I'm going off on some ramble that I don't need to be going off on. The important thing, there we go. No, I'm fine. The important thing is, I made $300 this month. I didn't make. I grossed $300. I spent a bunch of that on ads. That's how that works. So anyways, Shadow says that it does not look that complicated. Awesome. I do want to have an update if you try it. Also, for those of you who watch my cooking shows and are looking for updates, everything goes bad. Everything I do is bad. I don't know. The last cheesecake I did, it came out well, but like there are some massive problems with it that I can't post that recipe yet. Oh my God, look at how sweet he is. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the cat. The cat is on that side. He's probably been there the entire time and I just noticed him. Let's see. And then Amber says, think I am going to just start my reading journal crafting project tonight to let my hand rest as it's killing you. Got it. That sounds like a good project right there. I am terrible at any sort of journaling. Spence is coloring her bullet journal, and I attempted once to do a bullet journal, and it lasted like, you know what? I think I did actually get like 2 months out of it before it just like died in a corner over there. It's still there, but it's been there for like a year and a half now. Yeah. Oh, I was wondering, Amber, I did see you, The Unknown Series. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I will subscribe back. I started doing this thing where I'm gaming in between sprints to try to reward myself either way on either writing for 20 minutes like an adult or actually beating a level of a game because I'm a terrible gamer, but I still love doing it. So rewards either way. Yeah. So on all of that chaos, that drunken ramble I just went through, let's go ahead and do our next sprint. We are going to go for 20 minutes again. Looks like we'll have one more 20 and then like a baby sprint at the end. I'm going to go off camera for a couple minutes too, I think. I got to go take care of something. So, maybe I'll have some of that cheesecake too. Ignore me. We're going to write for the next 20 minutes. Y'all are going to write or do whatever for the next 20 minutes. I will see you guys at 40 past. Ooh. All right. I finished that off with the word mostly, as in I was going to say mostly this stuff. I'm just going to leave that hanging and see what amusements I come up with during this break to put there. Okay. It's about lawn ornaments and what lawn ornaments are on this lawn. I got almost no work done there. I got under 100 words. That's okay. 94 words. It is what it is. And I got sucked into a bit of an internet hole. I was fixing some stuff on my website. I don't know if it's because it's WordPress or if it's just because I don't pay close enough attention, but I swear every time I look at my website, something is broken on it. So I fixed that. And then I checked out the news, and that was real dumb. I try not to get political, but like every time I see a new quote from Mitch McConnell right now, I want to scream, and that's okay. That's okay. How did you guys do? Looks like a bunch of you got stuff done. Let me flip to that screen. Ooh, yeah. Melanie got 340 that time. That's fantastic. And I'm glad that your POV switch worked out well for you. That's great. Shadow got all of the spices needed for eggnog. Is it a lot of spices? Or is it just like standard kitchen spices? I always feel like it's got to be standard kitchen spices. But, you know, sometimes you get those weird surprises like cardamom and stuff like that, which I do have cardamom, but I feel like is not a normal thing in kitchens. And also got some writing done. Awesome. I was going to say something. Damn, why do I keep doing this? I am going to do one more little sprint. You're cutting book covers. I would like to know more because I am confused by this. Yes, there was a conversation right before we started the last sprint about reading journals. I don't and reading plans for the future. I am a heavy reader. I read a lot, and especially now, I read a lot more. Because I have the time to. But so I use Goodreads just to keep track of everything. I am not somebody who buys books and sits on them in the figurative sense. I also don't sit on books, literally, but I don't, like, if I get a book, I am reading it right then. I get a book to read right then. It's very rare that I pick something up that I'm not either reading at that moment or will be the next book in the queue. So I just use Goodreads, and that keeps me tracked. I am somebody who is very goal driven. I don't know if that is the right term in this situation, but like, yeah, it's totally goal driven. No, I'm win driven. If there is, yeah. Goodreads has that challenge where you put in how many books you want to read at the beginning of the year and you see how you do. And like, it's not even that I am trying to achieve that number. I will always achieve that number because I refuse to lose. So I always put in a slightly lower number than it needs to be. But yeah, so I just have that goal to make that number as big as possible. And I get really mad about all of my like friends on Goodreads who just have been using it for years, and therefore their numbers are in like the thousands. And I'm like, I've read thousands of books. I don't have proof, but I read thousands of books. So at least like this year I could say I read, I'm curious now. So don't mind me. I'm just jumping over my Goodreads to see what I've read this year. I've read 43, and that's totally a lie because I can name 5 that are not on this list right now, either because I just read them and I'm holding out until the end to like put all of my thoughts in for reviews, or there's also that book that I just read that I cannot put on Goodreads because I posted the meanest review I have ever posted in my life, and I can't let it track back to me. Those of you who were not listening in or watching for that show and are just thinking I'm a terrible human being for leaving bad reviews to other authors, it's an author who does not proofread their books. So please don't think again, if you didn't hear my rant the other day, please don't think I would ever just leave really negative reviews on any book just because this is somebody who's written like 30 books and they're not proofread. So yeah, infuriating. And that is why I am now on Fiverr, offering proofreading for an extremely reasonable cost. I understand that proofreading is really expensive if you go through like a professional proofreader. Oh no. Amber just said that she read one that was paid for proofreading and it was horribly done. I'm not one of those people, I swear. I'm really good at proofreading. I don't do it professionally. But like I do it for Sandy and I do it for some other people. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put myself on Fiverr and, charge like, basically like $100 for a full length book. Because I know that you can pay like $600 and get crap out of it. So yeah, something that just infuriates me. Amber, I can't believe you just read one that was paid for. Do you know, like, I'm just curious if you know the backstory about, like, if you know anything about how it got professionally proofread, but was still not done right. Like, I'm wondering if it was just that the book was so bad or the author just was like so, because like I could see like somebody basically turning a rough draft into a proofreader and a proofreader saying, well, I'm not, oh God, she paid someone on Fiverr. It wasn't me. I haven't gotten any gigs yet. Oh, and this is the problem with this. And like, I knew it was going to be a problem with it because I've got absolute crap on Fiverr as well. But I don't put out craps. Is it, I mean, just putting it out there. Did you talk to her about it? Like, if you couldn't bring yourself to doing it, I understand, but like, I feel really bad for her. So if you have talked to her about it, and she does need somebody who's actually like really good at doing this stuff, send her my way. I won't charge. If she's already been charged for it, I hate when people go through an experience like that. Because that's terrible that she went through that. And like, it's one thing, even with like that $600 proofread, some things are going to get through the cracks. But if it's something that is so, obviously, like you said, it's so bad that it's distracting, then that absolutely should not have gone through. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do our last sprint. Oh, that makes me hurt now. Like, I just hate when people get swindled like that. Okay, good. So you also made that offer to her, but yeah, like I'm absolutely, if somebody's in a situation like that, I would never want somebody to like have to pay again on something like that. And, there's terrible people out there that screw people over. That's not why I want to do it. I just hate when books are good, but their edit is terrible. So we're going to do the last sprint for, I just read Melanie's comment. I was reading an arc in November that I had to stop reading because the writing was so messy after already being proofed. But the author refused to take my offer to fix things for free. That's so irritating. And like, I always want to offer that to people when I'm, there are some authors that I love that I always catch really dumb things, and I always feel like I want to offer, but also they're better authors than me. Like, not better, but they've got actual careers, and I'm like, I just look like an asshole if I do this. And I did put out, I've got exactly one negative, not a negative review, but one negative comment in all of the reviews I've ever gotten about, I've gotten one negative comment about Edit, and it's because I had not done the final proofread on it yet. It was something that was a rushed project. I was in the middle of doing the final proofread and I had to get it to my ARC's hands. It wasn't terrible. She still left me a good review. She just mentioned that there were some issues with it, but I was already fixing it. But I learned a valuable lesson from that. And I never send anything to ARC readers until I've done that final proof now. Okay. On that note, let's go ahead and do our last 10 minute. This is going to take us to just past the hour. I'll see you guys then. Okay, that is it. That was the last sprint for the day. I'm going to fight with my computer for a minute. I like that it snaps to full screen, and also I hate it. Okay, so oh God, oh man, I just saw it like light up. I've got like this airing, so I've got like a 10-second into the pass in front of me, and I just saw the screen flashing. Anyways, I'm not in a horror movie. I just have a TV right there, and it is bright. So that is everything for today. Absolutely 100% Oxford commas. But if you don't use them, I respect that. I don't call people out for it if they choose not to, but I am absolutely Team Oxford. And don't use semicolons if you're not sure what you're doing with them. But like if you can put a period there, you could put a semicolon there. If you could put a comma there, you cannot put a semicolon there. That's it. That's it. Or like it's kind of like replacing a comma and two independent clauses. Shadow wrote 53 words. Melanie put the dishes away, annoyed the cats, and made ramen. I am annoying my cats with this thing now. I got these toys for them because I saw them on probably a Facebook ad, and I thought, oh, the cats will love this because the littler one is just a fucking killer. And it turns out they hate them. But he has mastered sleeping on it. So like if you hit the tail, it'll start going. I don't want to scare him, so I'm not going to do it. But somehow he has mastered sleeping on the tail without setting it off. He's trying to kill it now. Or he's thinking about it. Anyway, I don't even know why I brought that up. Oh, big yawn, nobody. So yeah, he really is. He is the prettiest little potato right there. Okay, so that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow. I will be doing 10 a.m. Eastern till noon tomorrow on this channel and also on my Twitch, which is linked below. Later tomorrow, probably like 2 to 4 p.m. I'll be doing my streaming, sprinting, and gaming, and that is only on the Twitch because I can't get OBS to broadcast to both. So that's probably going to be my schedule for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's Eve, if we're doing anything here, if we're just going to go to bed like old people. I will be on New Year's, though. I'm not sure what time. It's probably going to be around noon. I will definitely not be doing 8 a.m. on New Year's. I don't care if I go to bed at 9 p.m. tomorrow. I'm not getting up at 8 a.m. on New Year's. I'll normally do like a breakfast or whatever. So that's my plans for the next couple of days. Sandy is not going to be returning to the Monday shows anytime soon. In case you were wondering, she's got, unfortunately, her baby's surgeon is only available to see her on Mondays and wants to see the baby every single Monday. So hopefully we'll be seeing Sandy on some of our other shows, but she's not going to be returning to the Mondays anytime soon. But I think that's everything for now. So you guys all have a great evening, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'm sure I will see you sometime in the future, and good luck with